think they can see us, Stan. You know, I can't see on my screen.
Oh, my God, can I hear you? Woo.
Oh, am I loud?
I know you're excited. We don't go live all that often anymore, but oh, my gosh. Blew me away.
Am I super loud?
No, just when you yell.
Oh.
You get the, hey, oh, my
God. Let me just turn down the screen, turn down the sound. Maybe that'll help. Okay.
I do know one thing. Everybody is in for a treat today because the finished result of the product that you Photoshop, your Photoshop skills are amazing. So everybody will see today how beautiful and what it took to get there.
And it really, really, really didn't take me that long either. I mean, I worked on it for about an hour or so.
Yeah, and it was about an hour and a half, and you had two other pain in the asses on the this end saying, no, this, no, that. But the end result was just...
was awesome. Okay,
spot on.
I can't keep up with the YouTube page, so you'll have to keep up with comments there. This is not a pre-recorded version, just so you guys know, because that way if you have questions as I'm working, we're going to try to monitor the questions so I can stop and try to hopefully get to your questions and show you what I'm doing.
Exactly.
Pre-recorded versions are always awesome because we can cut right to the chase, but they're not beneficial when it comes to live Q&As, and that's what we're trying to do here. So, okay.
And you know, it might be a viewer that knows a little better than us of something we're doing, and they might have a better idea of how to, accomplish what we're accomplishing. One of the steps or something,
True that. Still not feeling. I'm still not feeling well. Therefore, that's the reason why I'm wearing a hat. Live Q&A thing, Oh, let me turn my volume down.
Oh. I did the same thing when I turned on my other device to watch another screen.
I know. All right, so this is how we're keeping up with questions. So it looks like we have 2 viewers on the group eyes, which is fine.
We have 5 in the main group.
Yeah, it's Sunday.
But it's building.
Yeah, it's Sunday. We don't expect.
Oh, wait. Everybody, congratulations to Todd Downing. He's getting married.
Yes, Todd finally got the...
Thank you, Rachel.
The BALLS to ask his phenomenally beautiful woman who actually puts up with his crap on a daily basis to marry him. And I'm really surprised she said yes.
Yes! Well, so I'm sure glad she did.
Congratulations, Todd and Corey, on your guys' engagement. So
yes, fantastic. Mm-hmm. We'll be waiting for the invitations, all of us, all 16,500. Mm-hmm. Yep. And we shouldn't forget. Wait, I'm sorry, Shannon. Happy birthday to you. It's Shannon's birthday.
She's probably not even watching, but happy birthday,
no,
Shannon.
She wasn't feeling it. She got stung in the eye yesterday by a wasp.
No.
Oh.
No? I got stung
I thought they both. Oh, but she got stung also. They both did.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
I only knew.
Yeah, her wife. Yeah, absolutely. Okay.
Okay, so we got a couple viewers. We're toggling. Do we got anybody on YouTube watching?
We don't.
We don't.
Oh, right. 2. Yeah, we do. 2 watching. Hey,
so
2.
7, 8, 9.
Hey, you 2.
10, so we got 11 total, and that makes it worth it. It's just that the reason why we're waiting is because we don't want to have to backtrack on how we did something to accomplish it. So we're just kind of bullcrapping here to kind of wait for a few more people in case they want to catch it. As always, though, that you guys will be able to go back and replay it on YouTube, or if you go to the video section of the group buys, that's where you'll find all the videos there, even from members who, when they post videos, they show up there. So, hi, Wanda. Hi, Missy Peterson. How are you guys doing? So we got 2 over in group buys. We got 9 up over in sub and more. So we're gonna get started. Oh, we're losing viewers. They're supposed to be going up. Okay. Holy crud!
It will.
Are we cutting out? Maybe.
I don't know.
No, it doesn't seem to be cutting out on me.
That's 2. One of them must be. Oh, 3.
Right.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and get started. What I'm going to show you guys how to do today
Hi, Wanda.
is the finished product of, I wanted to make this for a wine box. So here is the finished product. Beautiful. It looks like something you'd pull right off of anywhere, right? You know, well, I didn't. I actually pieced this together by using this image,
Hi, Missy.
this image, and this image. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and get started now. The first image that I modified was the horse, and the horse photo. I needed to get rid of the people in this one. So we're going to use a tool that Stan and I absolutely love to use.
Love it.
Yep. So I'm going to unlock this layer as the background layer, and how you do that is just double click on it and it unlocks it. So let me show you that again. It's been a while since I've done a tutorial, so I forgot I got to go in steps. So
you could just double click it and it unlocks.
Yep, double click and unlock. That's it.
Oh damn! I used to drag the lock down to the garbage pail.
Nope. Okay, so the next thing we want to do is get rid of these peeps. So I'm going to come up here. Stan, I know you told me to do it this way, so I'm going to click on this tool, and which is our the content aware tool. So we'll do his way, and it's
I believe it's Control J.
All right.
Okay, guys.
Oh, my computer's running slow. Okay, so we're going to start with just the guy first. All right, and then we're going to go up here to edit, fill, and leave it as content aware. You're going to leave mode normal. You could try different options if you wanted, but for this, we're going to leave it normal. Opacity is 100%. Okay, and then just click OK. Ooh, that didn't work out how I wanted it. What happened?
But it will. But it will if you do it again. It might be because you had that little loop. So when she uses the content aware tool, all she's doing is just drawing with it around the area that she wants to make disappear. And sometimes you need to do it in steps.
Yeah, baby
See?
steps.
Yeah, baby steps. There you go.
So I'm just going to do it a couple times.
And then edit, fill, content aware, and OK.
See how it copied the horse down there? So we just...
Okay, you'll get it.
Kind of good. I felt like it went a lot smoother the first time I did it, but that's okay. So we're just going to do... You could also do the clone tool.
It did go smooth, but just remember it was 2 o'clock in the morning, okay?
Yeah, really. So we're going to start with her, Bill, and she's not wanting to cooperate on me. So we're going to...
Yeah, you have to take a little bit more of the beige, maybe.
Oh, really? All right, let's just try this. It's
okay.
Not...
Well, yeah, but the right side is okay. Do it again and only take it from that edge. Yeah, right. Because it did blend that half of that picture in okay.
Okay. I'm going to start with her legs over here. I felt like it really, really did it differently last time. Why is it being so complicated?
It is what it is.
It's because we're live.
No, it'll say it's slowly getting there.
Okay, so to finish
we'll work on the shimmer after.
Yeah, to finish the rest of this, let's see if we can do it one more time here. This is a good start. To finish the rest of this, I'm going to use the clone tool, and that's over here. I love the clone tool. It works really good for me. I usually choose a soft brush, and you can change the sizes. Oops. Okay. Let's go here. And what you want to do with the clone tool is you want to click somewhere that you want to duplicate. That's basically what the clone tool is. So, and how you do that is you would so I'm going to clone this area right here. So you hold down your Alt key. I don't know what it is on a Mac, and you just click
first
there once.
You select the clone tool on the left, and it's in a list with 4 other items, I think. So if you don't see it, you're going to have to check.
Yeah. Another way So you got to do the clone tool definitely in baby steps. So I would start like over here and then just drag it all the way across.
Right, that's right. Look at that. Nice
Okay.
and far away, so you're not cloning over the clone.
Yeah. Okay. And then
Look how beautiful that is.
now over here, we could probably use the fill and content aware maybe to get rid of that horse a little bit.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
oh,
yeah. It will.
all right.
You
So
got to tease it along. You just have to tease it along. That's all.
there we go. So now we're
Yeah.
going to zoom in because we've got to work on we got to work on the hands. We got to work on all this other good stuff over here. So I'm going to just, this part, when you're getting rid of stuff, you just got to be patient and kind of.
But the outcome is usually phenomenal with patience.
Yeah. So like this one's not going to work on me the way I probably won't. So this is where the clone tool is going to come in handy as soon as I get done with this side of the arm. All right. So I'm going
You get the nose, huh? Yeah.
I'm going to try to see if I can get some of the nose without it distorting him. Sometimes it'll duplicate.
So let me ask a question. So when you draw the nose again, right? Draw onto the white area some more and make your white area 75% of your thing. I'm curious to see what would happen. Yeah, right. I'm just curious to see if that helps. Oh, went the opposite. Yeah, it did the opposite of what I thought.
Yeah. So now what we're going to do is to fix all this. Now we're going to go back to this clone tool. We're going to use a small brush. And we're going to zoom in. I'm going to start on the right side of the horse. And what I'm going to do is, oh, and and another.
Hi, Liza. I'm sorry. Just saying hello.
That's okay. I was just thinking to myself. All right, so I'm not going to use a soft brush on this one because I need a dramatic effect. I want it to cover, so I'm just gonna, and then we'll go back and blur it out and smooth it out later. It looks grainy and ugly.
Yeah, but you zoomed in 500%. You won't be zoomed in 500%.
Exactly. Now we're going to go over to this side and do the same thing. So we're going to just start on the outside. Remember to clone is this tool over here. You can see
What are the other choices mixed in there? Left click
pattern stamp
pattern.
tool. Yeah.
All right,
And
just
then,
so you know, in case the other one is showing, it's the second selection.
Yeah. So and then you want to click Alt while you click once to select the area that you're going to clone. Basically, you're mimicking the other area so that it matches.
When you press the Alt, it leaves that cross, correct?
Yep.
Okay, so show everybody what happens if you go out further to the right.
What do you mean?
And hit Alt. Like before, your area of cloning was 6 inches away from the spot instead of an inch away.
Like over here?
When you were doing the water before, so you took a clone sample from real far away from where you were actually going to clone. So show them that sometimes that cross could be real far from the actual brush.
I'm confused.
Look, you sample, go a little more to the right.
Okay, over here?
Right. Like you sampled over there, but then painted over here, and the cross was real far from your circle.
Oh, yeah. So I don't see oh, there you go. So see, it moves. It actually, see, the cross is moving. Do you see it move across?
That represents the spot you'll be cloning at the time.
Yes. Sorry. Okay, so we have a hand over here we need to get rid of. I probably could have left it and nobody would have known that it was a hand, but it bothered me. So what I did is just I cloned the reins. So I'm going to do it again. All right. That doesn't look like a hand, does it, Stan?
Now when you zoom out.
Okay.
That's good.
The hand bothered me too.
Jen said the hand bothered her too.
Okay. So now it doesn't look like there's a hand. I think over here you could see where his mouth is supposed to be coming more thorough
Yeah,
because that was his.
yeah. It
So
doesn't look like his nose has much shape there. Looks blocky.
really, let's see what the road. Oh, did I take too much away?
Maybe.
Okay, we'll fix that. I'll show you all how
Yeah,
to
you
fix
can get
it.
rid of, yeah, from the bottom. You can just get rid of the bottom and give it shape like you're about to do. It'll give it definition.
Yes.
Well,
I'm in delayed time. And
Oh,
she did cut off his nose.
all
oh,
right. So that's
Okay.
okay. So I'm gonna save this as a test. Okay, so that I can open back up.
When she doesn't cut off the head and make it more like
yeah, she's gonna go over it.
the horse head that you did for me. Well, good. The Godfather horse.
Basically, what I did now because I'd cut off too much, I'm just gonna copy his head here, and I'm gonna place it right over there.
Damn, you're sneaky.
All right, and we're gonna go ahead and merge these layers so that I can finish manipulating it to how I want it. Oops. So just got to be a little more careful now. Obviously, I got in a hurry and I cut off his nose the first time. We don't want to do that again. Does that look okay right there?
Yeah, just take a little bit, the space a little bit more.
More space?
Just at the front. No, not up there. The bottom. Yeah, yeah, right there. Good.
All right. All right. So again, to help transition
And,
some of this,
and yeah, just remember when you guys are making your own, you'll do it the way you see fit. And, you know.
yeah, I am using a mouse, Todd. So now I'm going to take the blur tool, which is right underneath the paint bucket. I'm just going to, ooh, too much. We're going to change the strength. I'm going to go to about 9%. I'm just going to blur that in to make it look a little more natural. Okay. And I love the blur tool. I use it often. See, and hold on a minute. I'm being picky, and this is why when I did this the other night, there we go. It took me a while to get it done. Not very long, but long enough.
I tell them.
So next what I do is to smooth out and make it look like it was blended in to the background. I just go around the horse or whatever you're working on and use the blur tool to kind of just blur out and make his body blend into the background. All right. Especially on stuff you edited like that, it just helps. Okay. So now we've got the people gone. I need to fix some of this. I need to fix this. Remember,
Yep.
our ultimate goal is to get it to look like this. All right. So we still got some work ahead of us.
Yeah, you're gonna duplicate almost streak by streak like you did the other night. No.
Yep. So next, what we're going to do is we are going to bring the sun in. So this was the sunset. I think I'm going to do it a little bit differently this time, Stan. I think I'm actually just going to lasso the sun. Oops, no, maybe.
Could you do quick selection on it? It might do the same.
Yeah, if I had my tolerance higher. All right, so here's the quick selection tool. This is over here. I mean
Oh,
the magic wand tool and the quick selection. I use them both pretty frequently. On this, I'm going to use the magic wand, but I'm going to turn up my tolerance. What does the tolerance do? Well, the tolerance means that it's going to select more of a selection. All right, so I'm going to go a little more. I'm going to go up to 50. And I'm going to just keep clicking now. And that looks good because we don't want that orange. Now I'm going to hit the control. And
welcome to life, TV.
And we have dogs. So I'm going to hit Control C to copy the sun and bring it over here into this. Okay. Yes, it looks choppy. It looks ugly. But for now, we're going to make this a full sun. So how do we do that? Well, we're going to duplicate this. You can hit Control J and it makes another copy. And then I'm just going to turn it, and I'm going to turn it 180 degrees. So it's exactly 180. And then we're going to make it a full circle. Okay. Don't worry about how the sun looks all choppy edged and all that. It's not going to matter. We can even, if we wanted.
Just slide it. Yeah, just slide it up a pinch.
You want
slide it up a pinch. Yeah. Use your arrows and just hit the arrows up. You'll see it fall in place.
Like that. That looks good, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
All right, so next I'm just going to erase a little bit of this part of the sun so it blends into the top. Okay. Maybe give it a stronger, there we go. There we go. Okay, so now we have our sun.
So explain to them what you just did. You took your eraser and you turned down the opacity to about 80%, right, or 85%, and then she erased part of the lower one to make it blend in with the backer one, which was on the top, right?
Yes, exactly. I'm looking at messages to see. Are you checking the messages, boy?
I was a minute ago.
Hi, Lisa. Happy Sunday to you. Okay, so here we got our sun. Now we need to merge the sun. So I'm going to hold my shift key and click on both these sun layers, and I'm going to hit merge layers. Okay, so that now my sun is one piece. Now we need to get rid of the sun and put it behind the horses. So I'm going to, the way I would do this is by creating a mask. So if you come down here right next to your FX button, do add layer mask. All right. When you're using the layer mask, you can remove and add quickly without destroying the original image. So if you make a mistake like I did on the horse and you actually took away too much, you can add it back in because the original image stays intact. So I love the layer mask. I use it often because I do screw up often and I need to add it back in. So that's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to show you this method. So the way you take away and add back is by two basic colors, black and white. Your brushes have to be set to the default of black and white. All right. Oops, cancel. Your brush can be anything you want it to be. The one thing you need it to be is at an opacity of 100% for it to work, which I didn't have it. Okay. Now, as you can see, I'm taking away the sun. Okay. We'll add it back. We'll add what we need to back in a minute. I'm just trying to get a place of where they are. Now I'm going to work on the right side. And I'm going to add them back in. So if you use the black brush, it'll take away. If you use a white brush, it'll add. I'm not going to use a soft brush for this one, and I'm going to make it smaller. Oops, come on.
And we have to work on your edges.
Yeah, I'll get those. To make it go straight down like this, if you click in one spot and then hold down your shift key, going down to the next one, see how it makes it straight, and I don't have to keep making my brush go all the way down and scrolling down. So now on corners, you're going to want to do that because it can be a little difficult to deal with. And we'll work on all these.
Well, what you did right, you're holding that shift button. I love it. You click in one spot and it goes in a straight line.
Yeah. All right, so now we got the horse, the sun behind the horse on that one. And see, and you guys can see how sloppy the sun looks. So, and I'm going to show you the best part about it looking so sloppy right now is I'm going to show you all how to fix that. So you don't have to be over obsessive in the beginning on how things are looking, because you're placing things how you want them, and then you can go and clean it up and fix it up later. Okay.
Yeah.
Oops. All right.
If you want to find sloppy, we're kings and queens of sloppy, so we could teach you.
Okay, so now I've got him behind. I've got him behind the both horses behind the sun. Next, we're going to clean up the sun. That way, if we do it too much, and we're going to use the same method where I hold down the shift key. I'm going to click once there, and then I'm going to click down here, and I'm just going to do it in segments. If you get off base, you just click again and start over. So, like right here, I need my brush to be a tad bit smaller. Go back to just a few inches bigger. Sorry, I had a nose itch. Okay. Oops. Whoa, what happened to my sun? Again, I'm still working in the layer mask on this. So if I were to happen to take away too much sun, or I decided to look too jagged, or it doesn't look really round, or however I like it, I can add it back and find another way of fixing it. So that's really the best part about layer masks.
And plus, how much are you zoomed in by right now? Because my face is covering the zoom, I can't see.
How much what?
How far are you zoomed in on the picture? Oh, I see, 300%.
Yeah.
So remember, what looks extreme at 300% might not look extreme at 100%.
Yeah. And honestly, I mean, I think this looks pretty good. No, Bella.
Looks great. Little things like that you can even blur if you like, you know.
Yeah, and that's what I planned on doing. So I'm just being picky right now because that's kind of how I am. And, you know, I've already done this once, but who's to say if I don't end up liking the second one better than I do the first one, right?
That's true.
All right. So there we go. We got a little bit of a clean sun. Now, what Stan said is a very important key factor. Once you're completely satisfied with how it looks, then I would apply the layer mask. All right, because once you do that, now you can, there's no more editing everything that you just worked on. Now I would go ahead and take that blur tool and I would blend it in. So I'm going to go with more, I'm going to go with 100% on my blur tool, and I'm going to go around these edges and blur it in.
Nice.
You'd be amazed.
Oh, yeah.
You'd be amazed.
It softens the whole edge up. Look at that.
Yeah, you'd be amazed how much the blur tool really, really, really fixes images and just blends it in nicely to a background. Yes. I learned that back in my photography days when I used to do sports action shots. All right. Okay. So look. So we've got that. That looks nice. Now.
Should work on the water a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, we got to work on this water. So I think I'm going to try to see if I can get this. Edit, fill, clone. Ah!
The last thing you sampled was up at the top.
No, ugly. All right, so I'm going to.
No, but you could probably sample the whole right side and bring it over. Just maybe smaller pieces.
Well, actually, I think I'm just going to clone the whole right side, to be honest with you. I think that would work better. Because remember, this is from the people's
The
shadows.
legs.
Yeah.
No, no, no. That's the horse's legs from the left. Look.
That is, but these are from where the people were.
It
Remember?
was, but it that's where the people were, but those are the shadows from the legs from the right and the left. That's where it took it from. See?
Yeah, so let's just cover it up. What do you think?
Yeah. Perfect. Exactly what you did the last time. Look at that. You lined up the layers. See, she doesn't let go of the clone tool till it looks like it's kind of in the right spot. Yeah, bring that streak across. See, you notice this time how far the cross is from the circle as she clones.
Yep. So
This way
there.
she could pick the exact spot she wants to clone.
So now we have the so I don't know what Rachel's asking. She said cleaning up the sun edge via mask method. Well, yes, we use the mask method first, and then we applied the mask, and then we use the blur tool to soften it so the edges don't look jagged and it blends
Looks
into
a
the
little
background.
natural.
Yeah, blends into the background.
You
Okay,
need to work on this water a little bit.
where?
See, down a little lower. Go a little lower.
Hold on, right here is bugging me too.
Okay.
There we go. All right, where? Right here?
Go under the, no, to the left more. Up just a little bit. Right there. See all those little lines up and down? It cloned the same spot. So it's got all those little lines that go up and down. Try to see if you can get rid of them.
I don't know.
Yeah, up a little higher. Go up a little higher. Yeah, to your left.
Do you want it to look like this or like
Yeah,
this?
bring it from the right to the left. Right. There you go. It's kind of making that look a little more natural, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys think? What does everybody else think? That's what this is about. More opinions. No, the picture, um, April, the picture had two people in the center, and Amy, content to wed them out, and now she's replacing everything. She brought the sun in. The sun wasn't in the picture either,
All right,
but the
so
two horses and some of the water was.
this is what the original picture looked like for those that just joined in. So we got rid of the people. We're getting rid of the people's shadow in the water, and we added the nice sun to the background.
Oh, you're
So
right. That was the people. I was wrong.
all right, so next, um, we want to add the clouds. So I think the best way I did this was I just went with file, place, and I chose this, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Was this the clouds I used? I can't remember.
No, it wasn't.
All right, we'll try this one and see what happens.
No, the bright spot's in the wrong spot. Unless
Oh,
you pull it down more. If you could pull that bright spot down behind the sun, you'll be okay. Pull the bottom left-hand corner of the picture. Yeah, and for the right, yeah. Try to center that bright spot. Yeah, yeah, something like that. Yes, that's what the sun does. It gives you that bright spot, you know.
all right, so basically what I did is I just placed this image over here. You guys are probably thinking, what the heck is she doing? So when you place an image, it makes it non-editable. So you have to right click on it and you have to rasterize the layer. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn down or blend. Let's do an overlay.
I think you were using the eraser with a small opacity and.
I did. So I'm just trying to. We could have done an overlayer. Let's do an opacity like that. And now let's go with 50%. And then what we're going to do is we're going to erase the rest of it. Just wipe it right out of there. So we're going to take our eraser. I'm going to go as big as I want to start. And I'm probably
Too
actually,
big is not good.
actually, I'm going to make it a layer mask. So what I did is come down here and I made it a layer mask. And that way, if I take away too much,
You can put it back.
yeah. Because we got to make sure that the horses
Easy.
aren't covered with clouds and shit. Oops. I just said a cuss word. Oh my God. I apologize. So right now I'm using the layer mask again to remove the bottom portion of that image I just added.
I know it's sneaky, right, folks? Sneaky, sneaky.
But
But whatever works, works.
super easy though. That's the thing. I mean, you can compile several images into your own, and I mean several images and make it into your own, and bam.
Right. We just added the sun. We added a little white glow behind it. We added some clouds. And it kind of all looks, almost natural. The top of the horse on the left also.
All right, so I think we've got some nice clouds there. Now remember, this isn't looking identical to the one I did. Obviously, I probably took some different steps, did some different things. It's hard for me to recreate something exactly the same the second time around. That is beautiful, don't get me wrong, but this one could be just as beautiful. So I'm pretty happy with that. We've got some stuff up top that we need to fix up here. Clouds down here. We don't want any clouds covering the sun. We just want them up top. And just make sure that this is all. There we go. Okay. So, what do you think, Stan? What do you guys think? So far, looks good.
Yeah.
All right. Awesome. So now I'm going to go ahead and apply the layer mask because I'm done with it. And now what I want to do is clone again, my favorite tool, cloning. I'm going to fill that in up there. If we wanted to add more clouds, the clone tool is an awesome way to do it. So if I wanted to, let's make this bigger. If I wanted to add more clouds, like say back here, I could do that. I don't like that though. What do you think, Stan?
I think it looks good the way it is.
Yeah. All right.
What the other picture that we did? What did that one look like?
It didn't have as natural. The clouds weren't quite as natural, I feel like, and I feel like in the new one the clouds are very natural looking.
Yes.
And it also had a more sunsetty tone, which we're gonna
get pinkish, ready.
Right. Yeah, we're gonna get ready to add that as well. So, so for a more pinkish sunset tone, we're gonna add another layer. And I'm going to choose maybe more of an orangey kind of color instead of pink. And we're going to start with that. And I'm going to set my opacity down really low. Let's go with 30% for now. And basically, I'm going to, I was on the wrong brush. Might help if I get on the right brush. There we
Remember, the reflection on the water is a reflection of the color coming from the sky. So maybe you want to pick up the color from there.
I will. And so I'm going to kind of change the color of the clouds and just blend this in a little bit. Now, if you go over the horse, this is another layer, so keep in mind you can change this if you want to. What do you think, Stan?
I think it's too heavy.
Too heavy. All right, so let's
See on the
go.
right, you see the right side? See the right side? It looks like you just put a streak in there.
All right, so let's fix that. So do you think it needs a yellow or an orange? Maybe the color's off.
I think the colors are a little, I don't know. It needs a little, a little.
All right, let's go bigger. And we're going to go like this. Well, now you can't even see anything. What the heck?
Okay, give it like 5%.
Is it even doing anything? I see.
Can't tell.
No, it's not. What's going on? What the heck?
Are you on the right layer?
I hope I was doing the wrong thing. All right, now try it. Let's try it.
You're erasing.
Maybe we should do an overlay.
No, you're on the eraser tool.
I know that, but now I'm not.
Oh, I thought you were trying to spray color.
Yeah, I am. I'm trying to give it a little more color to make it more natural. I'm using the yellow now. What do you think?
No.
Why not?
I don't know.
Do you want it pinky?
Maybe a little.
All right. Good thing this is a separate layer because we can erase all that. So let's go with a pink because Stan's being complicated.
It's all my fault. I've been told that for so many years.
And how's that, Stan?
Let me see.
How could you not be watching?
I was, but that does look very well.
Okay. Okay, so
what I did was I went and I took some cloud pictures and I sent it to you in the side of Skype. Something like those colors. But you did it already. But look at the colors I just sent you.
well, if I do that, then it takes me off this screen and jacks up the whole entire recording thing, so I can't do that. So what do you guys? So I think I do like that too. And remember that you can, if you think you added too much, you can take a little bit more away.
That looks well. What does everybody else think? Don't go by me.
Yeah, because Stan doesn't have very good opinion, honestly.
I got bad taste.
I'm just kidding. All right, so.
No, I mean.
All right, so okay, so I gave it that little pinky sky like it had before. Now what we need to do is make this was the original. We need to get the shadow of the, we need to make it orange right there in the middle. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So, and why does I feel like my water looked a lot more natural there? So what do we got going on here?
I think once you put your glow in there, it might break up the.
Oh, you think so?
Maybe.
Wait. Oh,
I mean, once you color it in, you can always shut the layer off and work on something else and then turn it back on. No, up top looks good. Up there looks fine.
It does? Okay.
Yes. It's just below where you were, but that's fine.
All right, so let's add the color from the sunset, which would be a kind of a yellow color toned down as well. And we just want to add it maybe a little more. I have 10% there. That's not going to work.
It's too much.
Yeah. So we got to go a little lighter.
You got to blend it in actually with the picture behind it after, so you can see the shimmer of the water.
How's that look?
Looks well, but I would get at the bottom. I'd make it a little thinner and make it come to the bottom of the picture some more. Yeah, thin, because the further from the sun it gets thinner and thinner.
So like that.
Yeah.
All right, and again, that's a separate layer. So if we felt like it was a little overkill on the color, or we could go add another layer if we wanted to add maybe a slight bit of the orange to just give it a little bit of hue over there. We could see, just add a little streaks of orange to it. What do you think, Stan?
I would add right down the center.
Uh-huh.
The center of your yellow, make your brush a little smaller, and turn your opacity down and put some white in there. Just a little bit of white right down the center.
Like that?
Yeah. I mean, look at your original sunset picture on the right, the one with the clouds. Oh, that's what's different. You use a different picture. Okay, but you can see that there's a line down the center from where the sun is.
And
so that
I just
that
added
helps it.
Yeah, look at the white line I added now, though.
Mm-hmm.
So
It helps.
yeah, and I feel like, honestly, though, I feel like this could be a little wider from the sun.
It could be.
And like I said, this is just something we're just trying to teach you guys.
Right. I mean, not all of this is Photoshop. A lot of it is artistic eye.
Yeah.
So if you have a really great artistic eye and then you build your Photoshop skills on top of that and incorporate the two together, and then
yeah, definitely. So
that looks a little weird. Oh, you know what? That looks great, but go to the very bottom and get rid of the dark yellow on the center. Look,
okay,
if you get rid of that right at the bottom in the center, you have a little, right there. Perfect.
Okay, so now
yellow wouldn't have shown up there in the middle of that streak.
Now I'm going to merge all these layers together, and I'm going to do a soft blur. When I say soft, I'm going to go right around 12%. That'll just make the colors. There we go. Okay, so there you got your two horses, and you got your sun, you've got your shadow. It does look a little different than my other one, but I think I used a different background. That's probably what the problem was. But I mean, it's all about the clouds, so I don't remember which background I used for this one, but now we're going to just show you how to widen it real quick. So say we're done, we're happy with our picture. If you wanted to add more clouds and that kind of stuff, you could do all that. Want to blur this in a little. I'm just going to merge this image. Okay. And I say I need to make it wider for a wine box. So
I was just going to say, you're not even finished yet. This is the center.
Yeah. So if I need to do a wine box, which would be this one, okay, I'm just going to say file. I'm going to do, ignore me on this. I'm going to pretend like this is the wine box template. So I'm going to, because I usually start them off with a solid color, so I'm going to say rasterize layer, file, save as wine box template. That way I don't save over my other one, wine box blank template.
You can get rid of that picture that was underneath. That was really nice.
Huh? Okay.
Did you save the picture that was underneath?
Yes. That's why I called this a new template. All right. So now we have this. So I'm going to drag it over here to my wine box template. So we got a great image. But what about all this extra space behind to the side, Amy? How do we get rid of that? So there's a couple ways you could do this. I'm going to try a different way over here. So I'm going to take my marquee tool and I'm just going to Control J.
Yeah, or hold the Alt and you can keep dragging it off.
What do you mean the Alt? Alt?
Alt and left click and you're looking to drag off a copy?
Mm-hmm. What do you mean left click? It's not
working. With the pointer. Look, go to your pointer, make your marquee.
Okay.
Can't you hold your Alt button and drag off and hold with your left mouse button and drag off a copy? Or is it? Because you're at your marquee tool again. You got to go to your pointer tool. Pointer tool. Hold your Alt and drag it off. Oh, you have nothing selected? That's how I usually do it. Yeah, there you go. Oh, you did Control J?
No, I did what you said.
Okay.
There you go. See? Oh.
Now you can make your marquee tool even bigger and drag it off a double size.
Yeah, but let's fix that because when I did that, it's almost like it's off a little bit, right?
Well, you can slide it in or out. Slide it left to right and see if you line it up or up and down a little. Maybe slide it to the left a little.
Nah. I think it needed to go up. No?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
I think it needs to go over a little to blend it. We don't need the marquee tool to do that. You can just, oh, I see.
Well,
it didn't make a separate layer.
Yeah,
it didn't make it a separate layer.
I know.
It just copied it, moved it.
I know. Why did it do that?
But, hey, do you know Jennifer showed me the other night that with a PNG, you could put the marquee tool over any spot and then just drag part of it and it doesn't even make a new layer and it just duplicates it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so what I did was just then I said edit, fill, content aware, and that kind of fixed it. Did it not?
A little bit. Yeah.
All right. And I'm fixing it.
But you know what it is? You can see the line. You can see that. Wait a minute.
Yes, you can. So what I'm going to do is
okay, but it was also a little dirt on my screen now.
So
what there's a line.
Yeah, what I'm going to do is take my clone tool and just fix it a little bit. You see? There. Now we could also fix this a little bit if we wanted to. There we go. This we can end up blurring out anyways and it'll blend up really nice. All right. So now we've got it wider and we've got some space to work with back there. So now we get to go wider. And I just hit Control J that time. So I can actually work with it.
Yeah, of course. I would have also.
All right, so even when you do that, it's probably, what happens now, we did a Control J, but what happens if we went ahead and we marqueed this amount and did edit fill, content aware? What do you think?
Try.
Oh,
perfect.
Yeah. So let's.
Now you can take a bigger shot. Take it bigger. Almost up to his tail, See, he took too much of the sun, see?
So let's just go like that.
Okay, we can go over the sun.
Yeah, so let's just do it in baby steps. There There we go. The only thing is it's messing up right there a little bit. So when I want to do
I see.
when I want to do the content fill again, I want to make sure this looks normal. So I'm just going to go, I'm going to make the waves look a little
I bring a
normal.
line. Yeah, bring
Yeah.
that line over. I hope I'm not boring you guys yet. Sorry. We're getting there.
Well, this is not something that happens overnight. I mean, very quickly. It actually,
Mac or Windows, it shouldn't matter, Shirley. It should be almost the same. As long as it's Photoshop.
and we'll blend all this in where you can see the lines of where we made it. So let's just get this finished. And I'm going to edit, fill, content aware. Let's hope it doesn't drag the horse over. Yay! All right, so we did that side. Let's finish. Let's get this side going. I'm gonna just do a little bit piece of the content aware. Hope it doesn't drag the horse into it.
Yeah, we got to finish that. It does look a little staggered over there on the right.
And we'll fix that. Oops. All right. Why isn't it working? This side may be a little too close for comfort. We may have to go with the clone tool to get it to look right. So, all right, so I'm going to take the clone tool and I'm going to start right about here. And take the back right about here underneath the horse's foot. And I'm just going to go over. Oh, shoot. Help if.
Let's see what it does when you do that line again. When
What
you do
line?
the marquee tool and the content aware fill or whatever you just did to make that space.
That?
No, I don't know yet. It looked like you made it bigger. Okay, never mind me. Yeah.
Hey, did you know you could do all this?
Do what?
On the content aware, you can change the opacity.
Opacity. No,
Oh,
I didn't.
okay, opacity. Sorry. No, stop messing me up. We're trying to get this done. All right, so the clone tool, in my preference, is what I would use to work on this. So and don't worry about the top. I'll fix that. I know I'm massacring it now. Thanks, Stan.
No, I like the way you were doing it with the marquee tool and bringing it over, and then you can work with the clone tool to make it look like.
I will, but I need to get more of this added into here because right now it's looking kind of disastrous.
Totally.
So I'm going to start with that. Start with that. I don't know. I'm not liking it.
Mayday. Mayday. No, me
Mayday!
neither.
I'm sinking quick. Ah!
Very fast. I would clone that whole right side and bring it over to the left, Amy.
All right, let's try that.
Yeah, all the way over there. Or see if you can marquee tool it, right click it, copy it, and bring it in and blend it. You never know.
Where'd it go?
Nice.
What if we flipped it so the darker side is on this side?
I don't know. Let's get it over for. Oh yeah, the sky.
We'll fix the
It's
sky.
much brighter.
We'll fix the sky.
Okay.
So we need to make it darker. So let's see. This layer, let's do a blending option. Darker color. Ah! That didn't work. Okay. So let's try darken. No. Color burn. No.
You know what you should do? You should take the marquee tool and try to get most of that cloud from the horse, above the horse, on the left side of the sun. Marquee tool, a rectangle, copy it, flip it, and see if that helps you.
Huh?
Take a marquee tool like this. Look at my fingers. From right above the horse where that cloud is.
Uh-huh.
Take that whole cloud from, like, the top left from 12 o'clock to 9 o'clock of that sun. Grab that whole thing and flip it so it blends in better.
So take the marquee tool, right?
Right?
And do this.
No. That's too big. No.
I don't understand.
Copy everything above that horse. Yes, down, yeah.
Above?
Right there. Drag it off and then flip it. Oh, check this out. Jennifer showed me this. Go do that. Go give a rectangle marquee up there. Yep. Make it a little bigger though. Almost to the marquee. It won't work with this.
I'm on the marquee.
No, you're on the lasso tool.
No,
Take a look to the left. Yes, that's the marquee. Perfect.
Oh my God.
Okay, now hit Control T. Okay, no, I'm not looking at it live. That's the problem.
Because I had the.
Okay, marquee tool it right there, right, but not the sun. Up to right. Control T.
Okay.
Did that work? Jen, how'd you get that to? Can you copy that piece off, Amy?
What are you trying to do?
Got the marquee tools.
What'd you do?
Select the layer, right? There you go. Flip. Well, I wanted you to copy, not take it off.
Okay, what are you trying to do?
Put it back in place.
Oh my God.
Copy this. I want you to copy that complete square. So just hit copy. Go to edit, copy.
No. Well,
watch, trust me. Edit, copy. Right. Take that and flip it over. Get rid of that whole thing. Yeah. So you're catching the. No, you did it upside down. I wanted you to drag it across. Drag it across. No, not that way. Go back to the original size. I promise it's correct. Stop. You see the far left middle box?
Yeah.
Go over to the left. Right there. Drag it all the way across. You're going to change the size to 0. No, not that way. The box.
You're not teaching.
Take the handle. The handle. Grab the handle but drag it the other way, not the corner handle, the middle. Wow. Amy?
Okay, this is ridiculous. You're not.
It's not. I am. Look, you have 3 boxes on the left side. No. 3 handles.
Oh my God! Stop! You're making it complicated. That is.
I really wasn't. You're just not understanding what I was saying. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna merge these layers because this is ridiculous. And now I'm just gonna use my clone tool to do exactly what you were talking about, but it'll look better.
Okay. Jen, look. Watch. Go like this. Right? Do Control T. Is that how you get the boxes? Hold on. Oh, edit copy.
All right, so now for here, I'm just going to copy that color, and I'm going to take a paintbrush, and I'm just going to change it to about 50%, and I'm going to blend that in there because that's what color this is. Just going to blend it in there until it blends right. All right, so now that what we have to work on is the bottom and a little bit of these clouds. How's that look, Stan?
That looks good.
Now, my
Got to
only
blend the bottom. Yeah.
now we got to work on this bottom because that's the only thing. And I do not remember it giving me this complicated of a problem last time, but it's all right. So we're going to take this color. I'm going to take a darker color. I'm going to use another layer and I am going to paint this color to make it match. All right. I'm going to start with a low opacity and I'm going to see if maybe that's okay. That's not right. And I'm going to also do, is there a blend or an overlay? All right. There we go. Ah, that might be too much.
Definitely.
So step backwards. All right. And the color's not matching, so we might need to go with a reddish color, maybe.
Now, what about if you start using the clone tool from the bottom and starting from the right and bringing it to the left?
We can try that. Ding, 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 ding. Oops. Oh, there we go. Wait, why isn't it working? Oh. I am on the clone tool. What's it doing? Oh, I have to clone on this. Okay. So just go like that. But then look how it looks.
Maybe drag it, like you were doing before, instead of doing that whole, yeah. How were you just dragging the line before? You were following the line from right to left. Yeah, I don't like that.
The problem is to make it look natural, you really need different pieces of this ocean.
Yeah.
To kind of blend.
Maybe you could grab a piece from under where for the right side of the front leg with the marquee tool and copy it and bring it over.
So what we're doing now is we're just trying to recreate this.
We're murdering it.
Shut up. I'm not murdering it.
Not you, us. I said us.
So it would help if I was zoomed in a little more. I'm going to change the color over here. And don't worry about if you bring the legs. I mean, if you get the legs and they duplicate over. Yeah, you can get rid of that after, except for that. So what I'm doing is just trying to make it look as natural as possible behind his legs. And then we can fix the rest, believe it or not. All right. Same for this.
Made the other one so easily.
I don't know. I spent more time on it. I don't know. And I feel like because I'm having to explain myself. So,
you know what I think too? I think we used that other picture that was on the bottom of the three pictures you showed in the preview.
Well, I still had to manipulate the horse.
You did, but it had a very big wide ocean, and I think that when you laid it over and then you try to erase it to make it look see-through, it made it look a little different.
We'll get it. Or am I
yeah,
not?
it's coming. It's coming. No, it's coming.
There we go. Now it looks a little more natural behind him.
Well, you got to catch that one line right behind his lower leg.
I know. I'm working on it.
I know.
Ah! Sometimes with cloning, you have to clone one spot and you have to keep going back to that spot, because if you let it go too far down, it'll clone way too much. So how does that look, Stan?
It's getting there. It's not terrible. I mean,
Not as good as the first time, but there we go. Now we're getting some depth. All right, so let's just finish this. Oops. All right. Finish some more water there.
we are old married couple, Kathy. We're just married to different people.
Oops. And see, and what I'm trying to do is, oops, if I could get that lower. I'm trying to manipulate what was over there to get it to match over here. So the background looks the same. And I'll get rid of those stupid dots.
Sure.
All right.
You did it.
Now, let's get rid of those stupid dots. So another way to quickly get rid of imperfections is the spot healing tool. Love that little tool. Have you ever needed to get rid of blemishes on people's faces? That's the one to use. Gets rid of those pimples easily. All right, so I think it looks better. Looks a lot better than what we had. I feel like there could be more shadow behind the horse. What do you think?
I think it's okay.
Wow,
I think it looks good.
way to hurt my ego. So you think it looks okay?
I don't think the shadow is needed. I think it looks great. I just didn't need the shadow.
All right, so one thing I can tell you, so that looked bad. Ugh, I didn't like that. Let's go back. I think I agree with Stan on that. How far back will it let me go? I should have did that on another layer. All right, so we're to me, I consider this almost done. You know, I mean, you guys obviously are going to make your own.
You guys are going to all make your own mistakes. You don't need us to help you do them.
Yeah, you really don't. So
everybody, you know.
I think if I were to go, if I had to fix anything, it would be a little more closer to his legs to make it look a little more natural. There we go. All right, so the final thing I would do would be to blend in all this mess. So I would take my blur tool and I'd turn it all the way up. And I would just blur it out like it was meant to be blurred. Same for the clouds. Over here. Now, over here you can see where those lines came in. I would just take this color and I would brush lightly to kind of see if I could blend over it. Is it going? Oh no.
A little bit. It did something.
To get rid of those lines. And then, so up here we need a pink, a pale pink. All right, and then if you needed it to be more natural, remember the clone tool is your friend. You wanted to add more clouds over there, just add more clouds like that. There. So now I feel like this is blended in very well over here. And just take your blur tool. I know you guys can't see it, but I am blending. I'm blending in those little imperfections. See how the water is starting to slowly blur? And you know, the best thing about a blur tool is it takes focus away from what you don't want it to be focused on. So if you want the horse and the sun to be your main focus, and I don't like how these clouds don't look real natural over here, so let me try. See, this is what happens. Oops. There we go. All right, that's it. Doesn't look identical to the other one I did, but hey, it still looks
You're
pretty
cloning
good.
in the sun there. You're bringing the sun over.
No, I didn't. Oh, you're a little late. I already got rid of it, Stan.
Gotcha.
So that's it. You guys kind of got the long version of
The 6-hour version.
yeah. How long have we been live for? Because I can't see anything.
An hour, 16 minutes, 23 seconds.
Yeah, really, it wouldn't have taken that long. Stan and I kind of had a difference of opinion on how we should have done this, but I think you guys, the point of this tutorial was to give you the idea of the tools you need to, the tools to accomplish this. That, so, I mean, I can't tell you how many times I see people say, well, how do I remove the background from this picture? I really like the picture of this little girl, but I don't like the background. Or, I really love this picture of me and my family, but I don't like the guy photobombing it in the background. So, you know, the tools to do that kind of stuff is going to be the content aware tool and your clone tool. So between the two of those, you can definitely get it accomplished.
Absolutely.
Which one do you like better? That one?
Go between.
Oops, not that one. So that one, not that one. So that one,
Or
hold on. Oops, I don't have my other one.
it was up.
No, I had to close it. Or that one. So that one
That one.
or that one. I don't know. I kind of like the second one.
Go back to the first one.
I could feel like I could make the ocean a little more natural on this one.
Yeah, I like the one we did last. That one.
And let me tell you something. Watch this. Just real quick. You can clone an image from one picture to another.
Yeah, that helps.
So there we go. So the first image that I took, I just cloned it into the second one, and now I really like this one even more.
Mm-hmm.
Same for if I wanted more of, you know, of these kind of clouded skies, I just clone it there, and I can mix it in.
Yeah, I think that's better.
The dark pink.
Mm-hmm.
So
Because it matches the bottom watercolor a little better. Remember, you got light pink up at the top, but you don't have any in the water, and that's supposed to be a reflection of what's above. You know what I mean? Hey, how about we just use the one that you used last night and call it a day?
I don't remember which cloud I used last night. That's the
I
problem.
do. I'm looking at the picture in Skype. Oh,
All right.
it's the bottom picture from 10:44 last night.
Okay. So let's go to our Skype chat. I could have swore that's the one I used.
Mm-mm.
This one?
Or maybe you stretched it out to a point when you. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. No, that I took that yesterday at the beach. That I took yesterday at the beach. That is the one I think you used.
That's on my
You always.
desktop. Was that not what? Was that not on my desktop?
I don't know.
All right, let's do place. Oh, it wasn't. Oh, I use the one with the aha.
Now stretch that all the way. There you go. Bring it up. And that's how you blended the water. You got to know, bring it up a little fatter because I think you can always bring the water in after. You can always bring another layer and blend in the water. Blend the sky now. Blend the water later.
Oh, didn't we go like this and just remove the?
You did.
So that's what you're saying is I did. So I just added that and then I did a layer mask and I started removing stuff, right?
Yeah.
Oops.
They gave you a more realistic sky. And you took your time.
Yeah. Except for I need to add more back to behind the sun. What do you think?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure we've bored the hell out of everybody now.
Mm-hmm. You can even put that behind the sun unless you merge the layer in.
Huh?
If you haven't merged the layers, you can put it behind the layer with the sun.
Then it doesn't show at all.
Oh, okay.
Unless we cut the sun out. We did, yes, I see what you're saying, but I had already merged the layer of the sun.
Gotcha.
Uh,
Okay, well, we'll think of it, ahead of time next time. That's all.
yeah, I mean, this is, ooh, ooh. What,
Easy, Amy, easy.
what's going on?
You got a layer mask. I don't know.
Eh,
You should have quit while you were ahead.
I can't. I'm a perfectionist. And it's, yeah, I should have quit while I was ahead.
It's a headache.
Yeah, it's my headaches. It's making me a perfectionist. What do you think, though? Let me just.
I think it was good before.
No, you didn't, because
Well,
you picked about my sky.
but we needed to do it before. It's too late. You merged it.
Oh man. All right. I'm turning. I do like it, but you're right. I merged it.
The one good thing is that you won't have to worry that anybody that's watching on replay might not make it to the end.
What are you trying to say, Stan?
Nothing. I don't want to get banned.
Wait, but what if I cut this? What if I cut the sun out?
Aha!
What if I cut the sun out and put it
You got
above that?
use the quick selection, not the magic wand, though,
Why?
because the magic wand takes some of the clouds.
It's not working. Oh.
See, now you can just copy that and paste another layer of the sun.
I did. See?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Now on the clouds, just go like this.
When you drop it in,
Oops. Not the horse, though. There. Sun needs some work though. All right, I'm done. If I would have just used those,
not for anything, Amy. Excuse me for saying, but if
if
we
I
had
would,
to sell this box and we had to sell this picture, we'd have to charge like $900.
if I would have just used this cloud from the beginning, I wouldn't be having this problem right now.
I mean, when I suggested it and you said no, about it'll mess everything up if I go to Skype. Yeah, you're right. But it does look really well.
It does. All
It
right.
blended better now. You want to see what I was talking about before?
I'm looking at people's comments. I'm so far behind. She said both are beautiful.
They are.
Yeah. And for nothing, this poor sun, I mean, can be widened and fixed. And you know how I can fix it? How can I fix it? Everybody, you ready?
Wait. I know.
How do we fix it? How do we fix all the ugly, jagged edge? Let's go.
Emma?
No.
Blur tool.
Thank you. So look it. That was
Very
the
nice.
only thing missing on that second sun that I just added.
Excuse me.
Is the blur tool. There we go. Now it blends in perfect. The sky looks perfect. Now it's still not as pinkish as this one. How did that happen?
Oh,
I like this one better. This one actually looks more natural.
it looks great. You got it around the horse's rump. The right horse's rump. It's a little too white.
Okay. So, good thing I still have my mask. You know why?
You can paint it. Ooh, excuse me, folks.
Is this what we wanted to do, though?
No, not all the way that low. Just above the top where the white line is around him. That's all. Not. Get rid of that again. Right.
Oh.
Well, you want to follow the blend.
I know. I'm being retarded. Oh, shoot. I wasn't in my normal colors. You got to make sure that when you're doing the masking tool, it's in the black and white, or otherwise you'll jack everything all up. Right? I am doing the... There we go. Look good?
Yeah, bring it into the ocean, maybe. Let's see. The horizon.
Well, we can go down.
Yeah, to the horizon. And then...
But then we'd have to do them all, and I don't want to do that.
No, okay, get it. Then you'd have to blend it a little bit.
Yeah, and I don't want to do all that. So let's just start with over here. And then we'll go smaller to make sure we don't.
This might have went a little faster with a glass of wine instead of a cup of coffee.
I barely drank my coffee, so that's possible. What happened here? There. How's that look?
It looks okay.
All right. Well, I'm eating Cheez-Its and drinking coffee. That's what I do. And for the record, I'm not going to do all this with you guys here, but I would go ahead and fix a little bit behind the horses back here where his saddle is.
That's what I was talking about.
Huh?
Yeah, that's what I was speaking of before.
Mm-hmm. And then I would also, once I got finally done, I would use my blur tool and I would blur everything in, because the blur tool really does blend everything in really well. So you guys get the idea. It's about showing you the tools you need to accomplish something like this. So you saw me hack it up, massacre it, and then put it back into a finished product image. So
Yeah.
and for the record, when I look at the image on my iPad, boy, it looks really vibrant and pretty. It doesn't look that vibrant on my screen right now.
Hey, you know what I was talking about before?
What?
Can I show you now that you're all finished? I'm like a dog with a bone. I'm sorry. You make a marquee tool somewhere.
Uh-huh.
And then make a box. Copy it. Paste it.
Control J.
No, edit. No, edit. Copy.
Okay.
And then go to the pointer. Get rid of your marquee tools. Click it somewhere. Thank you. Pointer. Edit, paste. Control T. What happened? Oh, you had the wrong layer. You copied the wrong layer. It happens. Right. Edit, copy.
Why can't I just go Control C and Control V?
You could.
Okay. It's right there.
And now if you grab that handle in the middle on the left.
This?
Yes. Just like that, and go all the way to the right with it now. Right. So what would have happened before is you would have matched the color on one side to the other. When you laid it in, it would have looked more natural. Of course, you can't see that now, but yes.
No, I really can't.
Well, yeah, because let's say you take a picture, right?
Mm-hmm.
Of, let's say, a cloud, and you copy it. So you have the right side here. You're dragging it across and going further. That middle is the perfect, they're exact same color that they're butting up against. Mm-hmm. And then it changes out towards the right and left. But I'll show that another time.
All right, guys. So this is the picture. Like I said, I'm not completely done with it. I would fill in a little behind the horses, and then I blend more sky in. I'd probably take away some more of the sky over here on the right side, and then give it more of a definition color back there.
Like the left. Yeah, like the left side.
Exactly like the left. Those would be the few changes I would make. And then I'd put my quote on there. So that's how I would do it. I've already spent over an hour trying to show you, and in the end, you're going to be a perfectionist when it comes to something like this yourself. So, you're going to go back and forth until all of a sudden it just clicks in your head and you feel like you got the perfect job.
It's like you're 2 clicks away from making it perfect with every click.
Yep.
You just never know which one it's going to, go, wow,
Yep.
How the heck did I do that?
All right, everyone. We hope you enjoyed the long video. Thanks for watching, and we will see you on the Sammy Show this Wednesday. Have a good Sunday.
You well, everybody. See you later. Enjoy your dinner.
Hope I'm going out in Facebook.
I don't know.
Yep. Going out. I'm going to use my hotkeys. Going out in Sublimation More.
Last but not least, we have the YouTube people.
And YouTube, you guys always get the bonus edition. What's their bonus?
I can show you some towels, maybe a wine stopper.
The bear don't feel good. Okay. 5.
Feel well, everybody.
5, 2.